This is an official announcement from the Podcast Tonight Awards. Your favourite show that you're listening to right now has been officially nominated for a Podcast Tonight Award. But the power is in your hands. Amongst other categories, this show is in the running for the prestigious Listener's Choice Award, and they need your vote to win. You can show your support and help them get the recognition they deserve. The link to vote is in their show notes and bio. Go now and make your voice heard. This has been a message from Podcast Tonight, celebrating the best in audio.
Coming to you from the Freedom Federal Credit Union Studios, Harford County Living presents Conversations with Rich Bennett.
Slow pitch or fast pitch?
It's probably the least sexy part of the work. It's okay. No. It's the truth is.
Have you ever picked up a book and suddenly realized you've lost track of time, laughed out loud, stayed up way too late, or felt that pull where you have to know what happens next? That feeling doesn't happen by accident. My guest today, Melissa Roos, understands that magic better than most. She's a mystery romance author whose stories are filled with emotional depth, layered suspense, and settings that feel just as alive as the characters themselves. She describes writing as revealing a secret one page at a time. And once you hear her talk about storytelling, you'll understand exactly why her readers keep coming back for more. So today, we're diving into her journey from growing up a true country girl in Iowa to discovering her voice as a writer to what it really takes to keep readers guessing while still satisfying them emotionally. So if you love books, storytelling, or the art of a great mystery, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. How you doing, Melissa?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing good. So look, before we actually talk about your books, I want to talk about what actually pulled you into storytelling in the first place.
Well, Rich, I love to read. I have, since a young age, and even my grandmother, like when I was young and we'd spend the night at my grandmother's, she would just make up a story off the top of her head.
I love that.
And, tell us a story till we fell asleep. So that kind of how it started. And then from there, I just love to read all kinds of books. So I love how they pull you in from the very first page, how you can't wait to see what's going to happen. I love the fact that when they make you cry or happy or laugh, it's just the whole thing thrills me.
So back in high school, were you writing for the newspaper, the school paper or anything?
No, I wasn't. I was very shy, so I wrote for class and that was it. So I did not.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you don't mind me asking, those of you listening, Melissa put out her first book in 2020, 5 years ago. No, wait a minute, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting we're in 2026. 6 years ago. So when you were going to school, what was it that you wanted to do?
Well,
what was your career choice?
I secretly always wanted to be an author, but I didn't know how to go about that. And I didn't really want anybody to read my stuff either. So being shy and not wanting anybody to read it doesn't do very well with being an author. So I went to college for architecture and interior design.
Oh, wow.
So I ended up with a degree in interior design.
Now, are you still doing that?
No, not for quite a while.
So you're actually just an entrepreneur then?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Now, here you are saying that you're shy. You're on a podcast. You've been writing your books for 6 years. You've been going to all these book fairs, book signings and everything. How did you break that bubble of being so shy?
Well, I am still shy, but I have to be an extrovert that's very introverted.
Right.
So just kind of
But are you getting more comfortable at it?
I am. Yes, it's getting better. And I love to meet people, so it's fun.
Right. That's good. All right, so when you were growing up in Iowa, how did that actually shape, your view of the world and everything? Because here you are living you moved to Maryland and now you're in Pennsylvania. That's kind of a big switch, isn't it?
It is. Yes. Um, in Iowa, I felt like I was very isolated. I mean, we lived
Hmm.
7 miles from town, and so you didn't go to town
Wow.
unless you needed something. So, there we were in the country, but going to Iowa State, I graduated in a high school. My senior class was 66 kids.
66.
Yeah. So, I mean, the classes before and after us were a little bit bigger, but my actually graduating class was 66. So we were pretty limited and pretty isolated with a lot of things, but I'm still friends with all my high school friends now, and um, it was a great experience.
So, and then after school, you went to Iowa State?
Yep. In Ames.
And I'm sure there was a lot more people in your graduating class then.
Yes.
Wasn't that like culture shock?
It was, but you know what? I kind of wanted to be a number. At least that's what I
Right.
thought. I'd go from everybody knowing me to being a number, but it really wasn't like that at Iowa State. There was, I still saw people I knew and got into, groups that I loved being with. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun there too.
So you're growing up in well, not even a small town. You were 7 miles from town.
Yeah.
Why am I picturing the movie Footloose in my head?
Oh, not quite like that, but yeah.
Okay. But all right, so with mysteries, I love mysteries. So why do you think like small towns and close-knit communities make perfect settings for mystery?
Well, I mean, gossip flies fast at a small town. And you know what? There are little mysteries behind the scenes. You think you know people, but sometimes you don't. So there's always little secrets, little things you find out through the grapevine that, you maybe didn't know before.
Now, have you taken some of these and actually turned them into your stories?
I mean, there's always a little relative bit of truth in some of my stories. So, yeah.
All right, tell everybody, because you said 6 books.
Yes.
Starting with the first book, what are the titles of your books? And these are all romantic mystery, right?
Yes. So the first one is titled You Can Hide. And that one actually takes place in my hometown of Hampton, Iowa. So,
Okay.
so I started with what I knew. And from there, then I did In the Shadow of the Black Moon. And that is based in Ocean City, Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously I lived in Maryland, and my family, we still go to Ocean City, Maryland almost every year. So we love it there. Then my third book is titled Cherry Hollow, and that takes place in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
You can see a theme here, right?
Uh-huh.
So my fourth book is also titled The Further I Fall, and that's based in Pennsylvania as well. My fifth book is Tennessee Wishes, and that's just from, I have a daughter who lives in Nashville, so,
Okay. I was going to say, wait a minute, that's a big switch there.
Yeah, so, and then the one that just came out is called The Truth Lies at the Edge, and the inspiration from that came out just last year from a trip to the Grand Canyon, so.
Wait a minute, you said you have a daughter that lives in Nashville?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is she going to college here?
I mean, she's graduated, so.
You seem awfully young to have a daughter she's already graduated from college?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You seem awfully young to have a daughter that's already graduated from college.
Oh, well, thank you.
I take it she's into music down there.
No, she's not. Nope.
Really?
She just loved Nashville, so she decided to go.
Wow. All right, so your first book, how long did it actually take you to write that? From the idea in your head to getting it published?
So the first one, You Can Hide, it took me 2 years, just because I really didn't know what I was doing, and I did go with a traditional publisher for that. So
Okay. So when you say you didn't know what you were doing, afterwards, did you take a class or?
Just with the whole, I didn't have any connections. I didn't really have any idea what the publishing world was about or anything like that. I didn't know how to start and finish a book. I had a book before that I had started like right out of college.
Right.
And I'd been writing it, and I had 3 computers crash on it. And I ended up, the third time, I printed it all out on 8.5 by 11 pages or paper. And now it's sitting in a box, 225 pages. in a box. And so I was just like, oh, I have to put that aside. And I started the new one. So that was a whole process of, how many years? A lot of years. I won't even say how many years. But then I got this idea for You Can Hide. And so I decided I'm going to start this one. And then I put it out in 2 years. So.
All right. So the one that you put in the box, any plans on finishing that?
I would love to. I think the story is still good. I'm sure the writing is not, but I just have
You can
to
always go back and change it.
right. So, and I have to sift through the pages because the pages are not in order. They're just thrown in.
All right. So, and this still blows my mind. 6 books in 5 years. So that first one took you a couple years. What about the ones after that?
So I got faster.
Because these are novels. These are not novellas. These are full novels.
Yes. So the first one, like I said, took 2 years, then 11 months, and then 9 months. And then I've been doing, this year I put out 2. So Tennessee Wishes and The Truth Lies at the Edge. Those took me about 3.5 months each. So.
Holy, all right, how much time do you spend a day writing?
It just depends. I mean, I have 2 part-time jobs, so I just, whenever I get the inspiration, I can sit down for an hour and write as fast as I can. Otherwise, some days I don't get to it at all. Other days I put in more hours. So it just depends.
Wow, that's amazing. Did you ever think that you would put out that many books in that short of a time?
No, I didn't. I honestly thought maybe just getting the one out was going to be it. I hoped for more, but at the time I was just like, wow, I actually finished this and I didn't think I would, especially with the other one in the box. So
I take it you keep a journal next to your bed, don't you?
I do. Yes.
I was going to say, because I bet when you're sleeping, you probably have all these ideas that you're dreaming of, and you just wake up and write them down.
Yep. I have paper by the bed. I have paper in my purse. I have paper in the car. I have paper everywhere. And I write on my hand in church if I need to. The kids are handing me pens. So, yep.
All right. Now, here's a scary question for you, Melissa, especially since all those computers crashed. Are you still writing on a computer or are you writing on paper?
I mostly write on the computer. I do write notes on paper, but no, everything's on the laptop. So.
All right. Tell me you're saving it in several different places.
I do. Yes.
Okay. I know a lot of people find it easier to write on the computer, but it can get upsetting. I mean, some people a lot of your authors from way back then, you didn't have the cloud to save to.
Right.
So, and a lot of them didn't even know about external hard drives. And once that computer crashed, you were like, what do I do?
Yes.
But the fact that you printed yours out after how many crashes?
3. 3.
All right. Do you print these out when you now when you're writing, do you print them out when you're finished?
I don't.
Like the new page?
No.
Wow.
It's a lot of trust in technology.
Well, yeah, granted, they have gotten a lot better. The computer seems to be lasting longer. They just start slowing down quicker, it seems like. All right, so with being an author now, an entrepreneur, as I like to say, and releasing the 6 books, and you're doing the book fairs, the shows, the signings, working 2 part-time jobs. When do you find time for Melissa?
Well, I mean, I feel like the writing is for me. I do it for me. So.
All right. So as an author, what's been the biggest challenge? Obviously not the writing.
No, I think the marketing, that's hard for me. And especially, just putting myself out there for different things. I enjoy going to the book fairs.
Right.
But the first initial contact with the first person that comes by, that's probably the hardest for me. I get better as the day goes on, talking to people and warming up and explaining my books. But the first time that somebody stops to talk to me, then I have an issue. I can't even think about what my book's even about. When they ask me, I'm like, oh, I don't even know because I'm flustered. So that's where my shyness still comes out. But as the day goes on, then I get better and I get more in a groove, that kind of thing. So those are kind of my challenges, the marketing and that initial contact.
Yeah, I could see how that could be. And it's weird because when you're doing it in person, I'm the same way. If I go to group events, it's going to take me a while before I open up and talk to somebody. If they come up to me, I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Although, like if we're shopping or anywhere else, I'll talk to total strangers, which it's just like for events, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that.
Maybe you're shy too.
I am definitely shy. Growing up, I know I was shy. And I still am. If there's people there, I know I'm fine. But I don't know. Now, my wife and my daughter will tell you different. They're like, no, Dad, you're not shy. You'll go up and talk to total strangers. No, I'll just say hi and ask them how they're doing. If a conversation starts, then it starts,
Right.
So you say you love reading, but if you're writing all the time now, are you still reading as much?
I am, but not necessarily published things. I read a lot of things for other authors. So it's stuff in process, not necessarily finished product. So
so like advanced copy reading?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, because I'm in a couple groups. So, we exchange and we read each other's stuff and give critiques and that kind of stuff. So I don't get to just go buy a book like I used to.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up, though. Explain to especially aspiring authors or even authors that don't do this, how important it is to, like this, as an author yourself, to send out those advanced copy readings.
Oh, it's very important because the thing is you have the story in your head and you think you're clever and you put out all these little trails of breadcrumbs for the reader to follow and you think, "Oh, I did a really great job." And then you have somebody read it and they're like, "Well, how did you get from point A to point B?" And you're like, "Oh, I didn't put that in." But to me it made sense where you have to have that feedback in order to realize, you missed a spot or this doesn't connect. That kind of thing. So it's very important.
Because not only that, plus with those, when you ask for feedback, you can put those in the beginning of the book.
Yes, you could.
And I see a lot of people missing the boat with that. Something else I noticed that you have done with The Truth Lies at the Edge, or The Truth Lies at the Edge. I'm not sure if you did this with your other books, but this is smart and it's good marketing. And I think more authors need to do this. You create a trailer.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, is this the first book that you've done that for? Or did you do it for the other ones as well?
I did it for all of them except for my very first one. I don't have one for that one. But yes, I actually enjoy that. I think it's a lot of fun. So it's just a different way to set the mood of the book.
All right. So now here's the tricky question. So you're fine with doing the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are your brand.
Right.
So how often have you done videos, even if they're short videos, just of yourself talking about the book? You're listening to Conversations with Rich Bennett. We'll be right back. If you love books, you need to experience the book fair at Bel Air. This incredible community event brings together authors, readers, and book lovers of all ages for a celebration of stories, creativity, and connection. What makes it special is the chance to meet authors in person, hear their stories, and purchase books directly from them. I've attended myself, and I can tell you there's nothing quite like discovering a great book and talking with the person who wrote it. It makes the experience more personal and far more meaningful. Whether you're looking for your next favorite read, something for your kids, or even a unique gift, you'll find it at the Book Fair at Bel Air. It's family-friendly, welcoming, and full of the kind of energy that reminds you why books matter. Learn more and see upcoming event details at bookfairatbelair.org. Again, that's bookfairatbelair.org.
Oh, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. I like Instagram because it's pretty and I can make my visuals all pretty, but no, I don't really want to be. I have very few pictures of myself like holding the book or whatever. No.
Oh, Melissa.
So, and then I have two very beautiful daughters. And I use their hands. If it's the book, I use their hands or whatever. So no, I'm not usually in the picture at all.
Well, there you go. Use them for your marketing and have them create the videos for you.
Yep.
Now, speaking of videos, but I want to switch over to audio here. Are your books actually in audio form as well?
No, I only have one. I tried just the AI version. It
Right.
was a free AI version. So I tried that, and I do make some sales from that. I don't love that just because it's AI. I'd rather have a, you know, real person do it.
Right.
But so far I haven't been able to do that.
Well, and I do know, especially if you're doing a novel, it can be expensive
Yes.
to do the audio form because you have to have somebody that can do all the different voices
Mm-hmm.
or a few different people.
Yes.
However, just an idea, and I ran this across somebody else when we were recording in person. It just popped in my head. The people that you meet just sit around a table, almost like you ever watch how when somebody tries out for a TV show or a movie, they sit down and do the live readings. Or
Yeah.
not live reading. Do that with your book, almost like print out a script and have a narrator for the other parts.
Good.
And just bring in friends. It would be a lot. Well, yeah, it would be cheap because you wouldn't have to pay them.
Yeah.
You just say, here, I'll give you a free book.
Pay him a pizza and beer or something. Yeah.
Pizza and beer always works, or even bacon and bourbon. That always works for everybody. At least it works for me.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind doing that. Although, well, Lancaster ain't that far.
No.
I could drive up there, maybe, or see you at the show. We just say, okay, let's go do it.
Yep.
All right, what do you think actually keeps your readers coming back for more?
I think, well, I try to really paint a picture with my words. And obviously, since I was in design, I love the colors, I love the texture, I love to do that. So I put all of that into my book. I also feel like my characters are realistic. I mean, they all have their flaws. None of them are perfect. Maybe some people might see them as more perfect than I paint them out to be. I think they have flaws. So I think that's, what brings them back. And I don't feel like any of my storylines are really far-fetched. I think that it could happen to about anybody. So,
how do you come up with the characters?
it depends on the situation. I usually always have a strong female presence in it, obviously, because I'm a woman writer and I just like that. I like a strong female presence in the characters. But then the other ones, I like the side characters as well. Like in Tennessee Wishes, I have a mom, and that was my first real, when you say jump into that kind of a thing, like because usually you think as the writer is the main character, but to me,
Right.
With Tennessee Wishes, I was more the mom, because I moved my daughter to Tennessee,
Yeah.
and I had those feelings of what do I do? Like I left her here with nobody, like those expectations and fears, and so I thought I really put that into her. So, and I had a lot of comments of that, how real she felt, that kind of thing. So.
Wow. All right. So with your book covers, because I'm looking at your books and I love the covers.
Oh, thank you.
And, the old saying is that you don't judge a book by its cover or whatever. But I think the covers make a big difference. It pulls the people in. Who actually designed the covers?
So I have a best friend from college. She works for American Greetings. And so,
come on.
Yeah. So between her and
Wow.
she's a graphic designer and she's fabulous. So between her and I, we work on it together and we come up with those. I have the idea generally and she can tweak it and finesse it and make it look pretty. So
Now, does she help you with the book trailers as well?
no, she's more the covers and stuff. But no, I do the trailers myself.
And since the second book to now, are these all self-published?
Yes. So everything's self-published except for You Can Hide. Now, I did acquire the book back, You Can Hide.
Okay,
so
good.
I do have it. So they're all mine now.
All right, so which is amazing that the first book went through a publisher, because a lot of times that's unheard of because it can take forever to find a publisher. And apparently it seems like you like self-publishing better.
I do.
Why is that?
Well, and nothing against the publisher. It was a small,
Mhm.
publisher, but and again, I needed that because I didn't, like I
Yeah.
said, I didn't know anything. But I just felt like I had more control with the indie. There was little things I wanted to change here and there, and they were just, no, we've done enough. That's good. And I just like, if I find a mistake, I want to be able to change it. Or if I want
Mhm.
to go a different route on trying to advertise it or whatever, I have control. So,
Well, and I think that's where a lot of people get confused too, because even if you go through a publisher, the publisher's not going to help market it.
no, they don't.
You still got to do the marketing and everything, and I think that's where a lot of authors get confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is not good. It's they need to put this stuff up front, but unfortunately they don't. All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot here. Now, you ready for this, Melissa?
Maybe. We'll see.
Out of the books you've written, what's been your favorite and why?
Oh, that's a hard question because
Just remember, books don't have feelings, so you're not going to break their heart.
I know, but I like them all for different reasons. Obviously,
Okay.
I like You Could Hide because it was my first one and it was based in my
Mhm.
hometown. But like I really do love the last one that I wrote because I think it's completely different. It
Is that
bounces.
The Truth Lies at the Edge?
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay.
It bounces from New York City to the Grand Canyon, and I literally the whole novel pretty much just poured into me at the edge of the Grand Canyon. So
Wow.
I went to the Grand Canyon in March, and Tennessee Wishes came out the end of April, and from then on I just wrote, and December 9th was when The Truth Lies at the Edge came out. So it came to me in a rush at the Grand Canyon, and there it was. So
Okay, I'm going to ask a scary question here. How many words do you type a minute? 'Cause,
I don't really know.
I mean, that's pretty damn quick for you to turn that other book around already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. All right, so even though you're writing romantic mystery, or would that be mystery romance?
It's mystery
Roman-
romance, but
Mystery
it's
romance.
okay. Either
Same
way.
thing.
Yeah.
Any plans on jumping out of that genre and writing something else, even if it's one book?
Not really, other than a children's
Okay.
book. That would be the only thing. I would love to write a children's book, but I just don't really have the story yet. But I love the colors. I love the pictures of a children's book. I
Mm-hmm.
love the catchy little stories, but I just don't really have that in me quite yet. So I don't know if I'll get there or not, but that is one thing I would love to do.
I think you could actually pull that off. I think the hardest part about writing a children's book is, well, number one, you got to realize that it's not as many words as a novel.
Right.
And the illustration part, which you can find illustrators. But I think the main thing with a children's book is, and I've had a lot of children's authors on, and the ones that I think are the best are the ones that their books not only teach the children, but adults learn something from them as well.
Yes. Yep.
See, and you already have that. I got the perfect children's book for you already.
Okay.
It could go along with Tennessee whiskey.
Oh,
About a little girl that just loves Tennessee and how her mother wants to take her there.
okay.
So just an idea. I don't know if it'd work or not. But, all right, so what actually keeps you going, though, as a writer? Because I know you love to write, but deep down, what really just keeps that drive going?
Well, the feedback, from people reading it, because first of all, I mean, and I even say it like on my website, like it's revealing secrets one page at a time. And I do feel like that. Like, so when I know somebody's reading it, I'm just like, oh, where are you at? Like, what can we talk about? Like, I just love that. Did they pick up on this, or did they
Mhm.
enjoy it as much as I did writing it? Did they catch that little, quirky thing that I said? Or, I just love that kind of feedback back and forth between people who read it, whether it's somebody I know, like a family member or friend, or
Right.
it's a stranger. I just love hearing the feedback.
So and you mentioned a writers group earlier. How many different writers groups? Because I know you get feedback there, or at least most of them, I would think, have the little critique part too.
Hmm.
So how many different writers groups?
So I'm in three.
Three.
So I'm in one that's just a mystery, and we meet
Mm-hmm.
like once a month, and we critique. We, do it on, send each other back and forth, and then we read parts of what we like to each other when we meet together. Then I'm in an online group, and I just started that one. And then I'm also in just a one-on-one with one of my good friends that's a writer as well, and we read chapters to each other. So she doesn't see
Oh.
it at all. I just read it to her, and she reads it to me, and she gives me instant feedback right then. So
Ooh, I like that idea.
yeah, because it's nice because you're reading and she's just visualizing it in her head the entire time. And then she's like, oh, that doesn't work. Or, oh, that's really cute. Or and
Yeah.
you can see her expression. She laughs or, whatever. So it's just instant feedback with that one. So it's really good.
Now, and this is probably a stupid question because I'm sure you already are. Are you working on your next book already?
Yeah, I have two I'm working on.
Two?
Yeah. Yep.
Are you gonna? When are you gonna take a break for yourself?
I mean, I took a break over Christmas, so I didn't write
No,
anything.
you didn't. You probably went. That's probably when you went to New York City to the Grand. No, I'm joking. Oh, there's another good. Okay, I know during Christmas time you probably had to have thoughts going on in your head about another book too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, what did Santa do?
Well, actually, Santa's not in any of my stories, so
Not yet.
not yet. No.
God. All right, so what is the next big thing for Melissa then?
As far as books, you mean, or
Anything.
well, so this is one of my big ones here because, like I said before, this is only my third podcast, so I'm like, very excited about this.
Oh, you're going to get on several more.
Okay, and I have a couple events coming up in March.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I have the one in August in Bel Air. So, yeah, and I have a little bookstore in Bethany Beach that I like to go to. So I'm hoping to get back in there this summer. So
What store is that?
it's Bethany Beach Books in Delaware.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people talk about that.
So that
They
was
do a lot with independent authors, don't
they
they?
do. So that was
Okay.
on my bucket list last year, and I got to go in there and have a signing. So I'm hoping to get back there this
Nice.
year. So
Nice. All right, so Melissa,
yeah.
first of all, tell everybody where they can find your books. What's the website?
So it's my name. It's Melissa Roos, author. .com.
ROOS.
Yes, like kind of like rooster, just
Oh, I
without.
never even thought about that.
Yeah. So that's how you can pronounce it, like rooster, just not with the TR on the end. So, yeah, so you can get my books online there, or I mean, obviously I'm online with Amazon or Barnes and Noble, Walmart, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I'm in Bethany Beach Books in Delaware. I have some in Cupboard Maker Books in Enola. I do events. I have some books in Shenanigans in E-Town, Pennsylvania. So a few little local stores.
So if somebody wants to purchase an autograph copy online,
They could go directly to my website. Yep.
directly to your website.
Mhm.
Okay, smart. All right, so is there anything you would like to add before I get to my last question?
Not really. It's just that, I enjoy what I do, and so I hope it comes through in my writing.
Oh, I'm sure it will. And I want to, because with this, I'm just meeting the authors because I got a lot of them coming on from the book fair.
Mhm.
But what I want to do is keep the door open anytime you want to come on and talk about the books individually, because something that I notice a lot of authors do, they'll only talk about the newest release coming up. But I think you still got to talk about all the books. So anytime you want to come back on, let me know and we'll set it up to where if you want to just focus on one book each time,
Okay.
that way it's like an infomercial
Yeah.
in a way. All right, so pick a number between 1 and 100.
33.
Why 33?
That was my high school basketball number.
Okay. Ooh. All right, this This is a good question.
Okay.
This is, wow. All right. So what's a small change that you've made that has had a surprisingly big impact?
I would say letting people read my work earlier in the process. Originally, when I wrote my first book, I was afraid actually to let anybody read it. So that has helped me a lot, letting someone give feedback right at the first draft, like in the rough stages. So.
Yeah, especially being shy, I could see how that would be hard.
I was terrified to let anybody read it, but now I'm like, okay, here, read it. Tell me what you think.
Wow. Well, I want to thank you. Those of you listening, make sure you go to melissaroosauthor.com, purchase her books, not just books. And when you do, after you read them, make sure you go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Goodreads, wherever you can leave reviews. Leave a full review, and then purchase copies for other people, because I know you're going to love the book and you don't want to pass it on, because a lot of people like to read the books again. And not only that, Melissa would enjoy it if you bought more copies for other people and just passed them along as well. It just makes sense. Melissa, I want to thank you so much. And like I said, the door is open, and I'll talk to you once we finish here. I got some ideas for you.
Well, thank you so much, Rich. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for having me.
It was an honor. In all honesty, it was. I don't even read mystery romance, but just looking at your covers and hearing about how you did, I'm ready to.
Oh, good.
I think you might be the next Nora Roberts.
Oh, well, that would be. I'm on the shelf next to her a lot of times because of Roberts and Roos. It's not that far apart, but I can't compare. I don't think.
Here's what we need to do, Nora. If you're listening, you need to get Melissa's books in your store in Boonesboro. Thank you for listening to Conversations with Rich Bennett. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something from it as I did. If you'd like to hear more conversations like this, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love it if you could leave a review. It helps us reach more listeners and share more incredible stories. Don't forget to connect with us on social media or visit our website at conversationswithrichbennett.com for updates, giveaways, and more. Until next time, take care, be kind, and keep the conversations going. You know, it takes a lot to put a podcast together, and my sponsors help out a lot, but I also have some supporters that actually help me when it comes to the editing software, the hosting, and so forth. There's a lot that goes into putting this together. So I want to thank them. And if you can, please visit their websites, visit their businesses, support them however you can. So please visit the following. Full Circle Boards. Nobody does charcuterie like Full Circle Boards. Visit them at fullcircleboards.com. Sincerely Sawyer Photography. Live in the moment. They'll capture it. Visit them at sincerelysawyer.com. The Joppatown Lions Club. Serving the community since 1965. Visit them at joppatownlionsclub.org. And don't forget the E at the end of Joppatown, because they're extraordinary. From now until February 28th, 2026, if you use coupon code CRB Podcast, again, that's CRB Podcast, you'll get 10% off all memberships from Port Discovery Children's Museum in Baltimore City. Again, that code is C as in Charlie, R as in Rich, B as in Bennett, Podcast. This discount is valid only for memberships purchased between February 10th of 2026 until February 28th of 2026. It cannot be applied retroactively to previous purchases and may not be combined with any other discount or promotion. All memberships purchased are non-refundable.